Let me tell you something. Haters have a job. And guess what? They clock in every single day unpaid just to keep tabs on you. See, haters are the most dedicated people you'll never hire. They watch your every move, study your success, and whisper behind closed doors. They won't clap for you. They won't support you, but best believe they're taking notes. Haters are some of the most dedicated people in your life, even if they'll never admit it. They watch you more than your supporters do. They study your every move, monitor your progress, and somehow always seem to know what you're up to. They may not follow you, like your posts, or support your work publicly, but behind closed doors, they're paying attention. They watch with a mix of curiosity, jealousy, and disbelief. Some of them started with you, but when you began to rise, they stayed behind. Now they can't look away because deep down, they're trying to figure out how you did it. They want to know why people are drawn to you, why doors are opening for you, and why success seems to follow you. The funny part is, they often disguise themselves as uninterested. They'll act like they don't see you, but somehow they know details about your life that even you forgot you shared. They keep tabs on your work, your relationships, your progress, all while pretending they don't care. Haters will watch everything but never support. They won't congratulate you, won't share your wins, and won't encourage you. Instead, they observe in silence, hoping for a misstep, waiting for a moment they can use to justify their envy. Some even go as far as copying you, taking notes on how you move, trying to replicate what makes you stand out. The truth is, their attention isn't always about malice. Sometimes it's about confusion. They wonder why it's you and not them. They wrestle with their own insecurities as they see you rise. Their silence speaks louder than words because it's not that they don't see you, it's that they see you too well. Haters will never clap for you, but they'll study you like it's their full-time job. They'll watch how you move, how you talk, how you win, taking mental notes while pretending they don't care. They act indifferent, but deep down, they're paying attention to every little thing you do. They won't celebrate your success, but they'll dissect it. They'll question how you got there, looking for flaws, searching for a reason to believe you don't deserve it. Instead of being inspired, they let jealousy consume them. They convince themselves that you must have had some unfair advantage, that your success couldn't possibly be the result of hard work and determination. Haters are some of the best researchers you'll ever encounter. They dig into your past, looking for mistakes. They analyze your present, hoping for a slip-up. They even speculate on your future, trying to predict your downfall before it even happens. They'll notice the smallest changes, the way you dress, the people you associate with, the opportunities you attract. If you level up, they'll wonder why. If you struggle, they'll whisper about it. Either way, they're watching. They won't acknowledge your growth, but they'll imitate it. Some haters don't just observe. They try to replicate your moves, thinking they can achieve the same results without putting in the same effort. They'll copy your style, your ideas, even your words, but no matter how much they mimic, they can never duplicate your essence. The thing about haters is they don't always dislike you, they dislike how you make them feel about themselves. Your progress reminds them of their stagnation. Your success forces them to confront their own lack of effort. Instead of looking within, they project their insecurities onto you, making excuses for why you're shining while they remain in the shadows. Haters don't always come with loud criticism or open opposition. Sometimes their biggest statement is silence. When you accomplish something great, the people who once had plenty to say suddenly have nothing at all. They don't congratulate you, they don't acknowledge your progress, and they don't share in your excitement. Instead, they sit back and watch, pretending like they didn't see it happen. That silence speaks volumes. It's not that they didn't notice, it's that they did. And they don't like what they see. They don't want to admit that you're evolving, that you're doing something they didn't expect, or that you're proving them wrong. They'd rather say nothing than give you the validation they know you deserve. Haters operate in the shadows, not because they're indifferent, but because they're conflicted. They know you're winning and it bothers them. It stirs something inside them that they can't quite shake. Maybe they doubted you before, and now they have to sit with the reality that you're proving them wrong. Maybe they secretly wanted to see you fail, and now they have to watch you rise instead. Their silence isn't just about you, it's about them. It's about their own struggles, their own insecurities, their own inability to celebrate someone else's success without feeling like it takes something away from them. Instead of clapping for you, they withdraw. Instead of saying, "Well done," they act like nothing happened. But make no mistake, their silence is not ignorance, it's awareness. They are fully aware of what you're doing. They see the progress, the growth, the results. They just can't bring themselves to acknowledge it. And in that silence, they reveal the truth, not about you, but about themselves. Haters don't just dislike seeing you win, they actively hope you lose. They may not say it out loud, but deep down, they're waiting for the moment you stumble. They watch with anticipation, hoping for that one mistake, that one setback, that one piece of bad news they can use to justify their doubt in you. They convince themselves that you don't deserve your success. So when things get tough for you, it reassures them. It makes them feel better about their own situation. Instead of using your progress as motivation, they sit back and wait for proof that you're not as special as people think. They want to be right about you failing more than they want to be right about their own potential. Haters thrive on negativity. When something good happens in your life, they go silent. But the moment there's a struggle, a rumor, or a challenge, they suddenly find their voice. They'll be the first to spread the news, the first to remind others of your failures, and the first to say, "I knew it wouldn't last." They take pleasure in your hardships because it makes them feel like they're not the only one struggling. They don't just wait for you to fail. They sometimes even try to help make it happen. They plant doubt, spread negativity, and suddenly discourage you. They might disguise it as advice, saying things like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" Or maybe you should slow down before you mess up. They'll act like they're concerned, but really they just don't want to see you win. What they don't realize is that setbacks are part of success. The very thing they hope will break you is what builds you. They don't understand that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. While they're waiting for you to give up, they fail to see that every challenge you overcome only makes you stronger. Haters don't just dislike your success, they resent the effort you put in to achieve it. They see you working, grinding, and staying committed, and instead of being inspired, they look for reasons to dismiss it. They tell themselves you got lucky, that you had it easy, or that you must have had help. They refuse to acknowledge the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, and the determination it took to get where you are. They don't understand that success isn't about talent alone, it's about discipline. And discipline is something they struggle with. They see you making moves, staying consistent, and pushing through obstacles while they remain stuck in the same place. Instead of asking themselves why, they aren't putting in the same effort. They choose to downplay yours. Haters will sit on the sidelines and criticize, but they won't step into the game. They'll judge your decisions, mock your ambition, and question your goals, all while making none of their own. They won't take risks, they won't put in the work, but they'll have plenty to say about the way you do it. Their negativity isn't about you, it's about their own lack of effort. They tell themselves that if they tried, they could do what you do. But the truth is, they don't want to try. They want results without struggle. They want rewards without effort. And when they see you proving that hard work pays off, it forces them to confront their own excuses. Your dedication exposes their complacency. Your drive reminds them of their procrastination. Your commitment highlights their inconsistency, and instead of using that as fuel to push themselves, they choose to resent you instead. They don't hate your success, they hate what it reveals about them. Haters thrive on negativity, but the one thing they can't stand is undeniable success. When you keep winning, when you keep pushing forward despite their doubts, it frustrates them. They expect you to crumble under pressure, to give up when things get tough. But when you don't, it leaves them speechless. Success is the one response they can't argue with. They can talk behind your back, spread rumors, and try to discredit you, but they can't stop your progress. The louder your success becomes, the harder it is for them to ignore. They may try to act like it doesn't bother them, but deep down they know they were wrong about you. They doubted you, they dismissed you, and now they have to watch as you prove them wrong over and over again. Haters secretly hope you'll acknowledge them, that you'll react to their negativity. But when you stay focused, it takes the power away from them. Nothing frustrates a hater more than being ignored. They want to see you affected. They want you to slow down. But when you keep going, when you stay conceited, it silences them. They'll pretend not to notice, but they're watching. They see the growth. They see the wins, and even if they'll never admit it, they know you earned it. They might try to downplay your success, call it luck, or say you changed, but the truth is, they're just struggling to accept that you proved them wrong. Success forces haters to face their own reality. It reminds them of what they could have done, what they could have achieved if they had put in the same effort. It's not your fault they didn't take action, but instead of accepting responsibility, they choose to resent you. They can ignore your words, but they can't ignore results. The quieter they become, because at some point even they have to admit that you made it despite everything they said.